Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is a pretty epic video about like a who done it, so we shall see. The case or the search for DB Cooper. Let's see. Oh, intro time. Sorry. Welcome everyone. This is the search for DB Cooper. We're reacting to it. So grab a snack, grab something to drink, enjoy yourself, relax, and let's get into it. I don't know. I don't know, Drew. We're gonna find out. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. The cats are in the room, and I can't stand like streaming with them in the room, so I'm kicking them out. No, no cat cam today. They fucking yeah. As long as you don't shock the shit out of them. Video, audio. Do you not? Is it too loud?
Him or find out what happened.
Turn into Hassan just to start shocking the fuck out of my animals. Hog.
Pog.
In the afternoon of November the 24th, 1971, a middle-aged man carrying a briefcase walked into Portland International Airport and purchased a one-way ticket to Seattle, Washington. The man identified himself as Dan Cooper, and along with 36 other passengers and a crew of 6, he soon boarded Northwest Airlines Flight 305.
Okay.
Once aboard, Cooper made himself comfortable in the middle of the last row of seats on the right side
Can
of
you
the
really
cabin.
be
He
that
ordered a
comfortable in the middle seat though? That shit is kind of. I was on a flight the other time, like probably like a couple months ago, and it sucked, dude. I was on this seat right here, this one right here next to the window, dude. And I get to my seat, and there's two tiny little women. I mean, tiny fucking things. And then I come, this 6'3" fucking 300-pound dude, like, hey, I gotta scooch in right there. Oh boy, that was a
drink
fucking
and
flight and
had
a
a
half.
smoke, because this was the 70s.
Oh, smoking on the
Once the
plane, that
flight
would
was
be
cleared for
awesome.
departure, Cooper turned around and handed an envelope to flight attendant Florence Schaffner. Inside the envelope was a note featuring a handwritten message stating he had a bomb. Schaffner reluctantly sat down beside him and glimpsed what appeared to be 8 sticks of dynamite inside his briefcase.
It's pretty casual
Cooper's
for.
demands were quite simple. He wanted $200,000.
No, Drew. I'm way too awkward. I want $200,000 by 5 p.m. in cash. Put it in a knapsack. I want 2 back parachutes and 2 front parachutes. When we land, I want a fuel truck ready to
In
refuel.
cash and 4
Damn.
parachutes. He also demanded a fuel truck to stand ready to refuel the aircraft once they landed in Seattle. Should they fail to comply with his demands, he threatened to, quote, do the job. Once the flight was airborne,
That's
Schaffner
crazy.
went to inform the cockpit crew, while another flight attendant by the name of Tina Mucklow remained by Cooper's side. By using a telephone in the rear of the cabin, Mucklow acted as an intermediary between Cooper and the rest of the flight crew for the remainder of the hijacking. For the next hour and a half, Flight 305 maintained a holding pattern near Seattle, while local and federal authorities scrambled to procure the ransom as well as the 4 parachutes. 10,000 $20 bills were collected from a local bank, while the owner of a nearby skydiving school supplied the chutes.
Wow.
At 5:45 p.m., more than 2 hours past its scheduled arrival, Flight 305 finally touched down in Seattle.
Do you think they told the people on the plane, like, hey, we're circling Seattle because if we don't, we're all gonna fucking die? Or do you think they were just like, oh, we're experiencing turbulence, like you're gonna have to wait just a little bit of a delayed flight, but we'll touch down soon? I feel like they would have not told anyone. I feel like they would have kept it to themselves.
By this point, it was well after
It would just
sunset,
cause panic,
and the
right?
aircraft was brought to a remote section of the tarmac. Once the flight came to a stop, both the ransom and the parachutes were handed over to Mucklow, who then brought them back aboard. In exchange, Cooper permitted 2 of the flight attendants, as well as all the passengers, to disembark, many of whom had not yet realized the
Okay,
flight had
so
been
yeah, they had
hijacked.
no idea.
With the ransom paid and only 4 crew members remaining on board, Cooper told Mucklow to inform the captain that he wanted to fly to Mexico City. They were to fly with the landing gear down, the flaps at 15 degrees and below 10,000 feet. The lights in the cabin were to be switched off, and the aft stairway, which opens from the underbelly of the fuselage, was to remain extended.
Why? That makes
2
no...
of Cooper's
okay.
demands could not be satisfied. First of all, the flight configuration he'd requested would not allow for a non-stop flight to Mexico City. As such, Cooper proposed a refueling stop in Phoenix, Yuma, or Sacramento before they all agreed on Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
Second of all, it was not possible to depart with the ventral staircase extended. Cooper agreed to retract the stairs on the condition that Mucklow remained by his side and taught him how to extend them once the plane was airborne. Parked for nearly 2 hours due to complications with refueling, Flight 305 was back in the air by 7:36 p.m. Less than 5 minutes after takeoff, Cooper told Mucklow to head for the cockpit and that from this point onwards, he was not to be disturbed. The last time she saw Cooper, he was standing in the middle of the aisle as if though he was preparing to jump. Mucklow joined the rest of the crew, locked the cockpit door behind her, and some 3 hours later, Flight 305 safely landed in Reno. Once
So
the
does he
flight came
just...
to a stop, the crew carefully ventured into the rear of the cabin, but there was no sign of Cooper nor the bomb. The aft stairway had been extended mid-flight and was slightly damaged upon landing. It seemed there was only one explanation for the hijacker's absence.
He fucking
At
jumped,
some
he
point
dipped.
between Seattle and Reno, Cooper had strapped on a parachute, walked down the stairs, and leaped into the dark of night.
That's crazy. Also, pausing again, we missed the second cat in the room, so we're gonna have to take her out. Quick little cat cam. Hello, hello. Say hi, Sonny. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, there you go, John. Here's a cat cam for you. So this motherfucker just jumped. He skydived. So was it just for $200,000? I mean, is that the only thing he wanted? Chapter 2, the manhunt
As soon as
begins.
it became
Yeah.
clear that Cooper was no longer on board, dozens of FBI agents converged upon the aircraft, only to discover a disappointing amount of physical evidence. A black clip-on tie, 8 cigarette butts, and 2 of the 4 parachutes were all that Cooper left behind. Evidently, he'd brought the ransom and briefcase along with him. In
Oh, yeah,
interviews
no
conducted
shit.
on the night of the hijacking, Cooper was described by the crew and passengers as a white male with brown eyes and dark hair. He appeared to be in his mid-40s and wore a dark trench coat, a dark suit, a white shirt, a black tie, and dark shoes. Soon after boarding, he'd also donned a pair of sunglasses. Based on this description, the FBI produced the first of several composite sketches. Before they could mount a search, however, the FBI had to figure out when Cooper abandoned ship. But that was easier said than done.
How do you, there's no
None of
way
the
to do it. And no one was in there. And there's just no way to see that shit.
4 crew members witnessed Cooper jumping from the plane.
He could be in
nor did
any of the
pilots
states
2
that you
fighter
passed
jets
over.
which escorted the flight between Seattle and Reno, which is not all too surprising given it was the middle of the night. Although the flight crew did report something odd. The last communication with the hijacker occurred at approximately 8:05 p.m. when the crew used the intercom to offer assistance, which Cooper declined.
Wait.
Within the next
At approximately 8 p.m. on the intercom, inquired whether he could hear and whether there was anything they could do for him.
When the crew used the intercom to offer assistance, which Cooper declined. Within the next 10 minutes, the crew experienced what they described as an oscillation or vibration of the aircraft.
Would that not just be
At
the
time,
stairs
the crew
opening, though?
suspected it might have been produced by Cooper's jump, and a subsequent recreation of the hijacking supported that conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay, so that took care of the when, but what about the where? While
Okay, so
Cooper
they know
was
when.
very
Got you.
explicit about the flight's configuration and destination, he never specified any kind of route. In fact, Cooper grew so impatient with the slow refueling in Seattle that he dismissed the captain's request to file a flight plan and simply told him to, quote, get the show on the road. As such, the captain chose to fly along an airway known as Victor 23 without any input from Cooper. By using Victor 23 as a guide, authorities estimated the most probable location of the flight at the approximated time of the jump was about 40 kilometers north of Portland. And so, at the break of dawn, the FBI mounted an impressive search operation using helicopters, airplanes, and ground troops. The problem...
Oh, man, but like, yeah, you can have helicopters and all that shit, but you're looking for one dude. There's just no fucking way you find him, dude. In a 40-kilometer, like, area. Dude, there was people in my town that were running from the cops, literally on foot, and they haven't caught him. So good luck finding a dude in a 40-kilometer area. It's just not happening.
Was, even if the estimated bailout point was accurate, Cooper's eventual landing or drop zone was far more difficult to pinpoint. The loosely defined search area covered a vast stretch of mountainous wilderness.
Oh yeah, you're
occluded by
fucked.
a
You're
dense
cooked.
forest,
There's no way.
So it was truly like finding a needle in a
Yeah.
haystack. Apart from the difficult terrain, the search was further complicated by low temperatures and inclement weather, which persisted for days. Despite their best efforts, authorities never managed to find a single trace of Cooper, nor the items he'd brought along with him.
It's already crazy. I don't understand how it gets any weirder than this, though. Follow the money. What is that? What the fuck does that
Having
even
made
mean?
little to no progress by early December, the FBI turned their attention to the $200,000 ransom. The money had been collected from the Seattle First National Bank, which maintained a ransom package of $250,000 just for such an occasion.
Bruh. Unfortunately, this is my bedtime, Frank. I have a class to teach at 8 a.m. Good night. See you, Drew. Have a good night. Thanks for joining, Brody. Have a good night. But what the fuck? The Seattle bank has a $250,000 ransom like account. They just, in case this happens, I didn't know banks just had ransom accounts like that. That's wild. Honestly, real though. Fake fan. So, yo, can we ban Drew actually?
Because of this, the serial numbers of the $10,020 banknotes given to Cooper had been documented in advance, a complete list of which were quickly made available to financial institutions, government agencies, and the general public. The intention was to make it as difficult as possible for Cooper to spend his money. Northwest Airlines and several newspapers even began to offer rewards to anyone who could find a note with a matching serial number. In spite of these efforts, no one ever did.
Well,
That is until nearly a decade later.
10
In early
years
1980,
later?
a young boy named Brian Ingram was building a campfire on a small beach in southern Washington. As he was digging into the sand, Ingram discovered 3 bundles of cash totaling $5,880. Having heard about the infamous...
Let me tell you right now, if I am just digging a little sandcastle on the beach and I find $6,000, I'm not telling a soul. You will never hear about that. I'm putting that shit in my little under my mattress, and I'm going to sleep. I'm never speaking of it. I'd never understand that shit.
skyjacking
Because you can just tell them the serial code. If he found that shit, you can just tell them like the fucking code that you find and be like, yeah, there was no money. That's really weird, man.
Ingram's parents brought the severely degraded bundles to the FBI. The notes were promptly inspected, and sure enough, the serial numbers matched those of the ransom.
Wow.
Once the excitement subsided, however, the money managed to raise far more questions than it answered.
Yeah, why
most
the hell
significant
did
of which
he...
was how? How did the money end up so far away from the drop zone? Looking at this map, it might be tempting to think that Cooper simply dropped some of the money, which then fell into the Lewis River. The bundles could then have been carried further downstream by the Columbia River before finally being washed ashore at Tina Bar, which is the name of the beach.
Yeah,
Tina
for sure. That's what I
Mucklow,
was
Tina
thinking.
Bar.
Yeah, for sure.
Coincidence? Yeah, coincidence. Anyway, the problem with this
Really?
idea is that the Columbia River flows in the opposite direction. This has led some, including members of the FBI, to re-evaluate the initial drop zone assessment. For instance, if the drop zone was much further southeast, close to a river called the Washougal River, it is conceivable, albeit improbable, that the money floated all the way down to Tina Bar. Alternatively, the bundles may have simply landed on the beach if the flight path was further to the west. Even so, natural explanations struggle to explain how three independent, potentially free-falling and/or free-floating bundles of cash ended up at the exact same place on the same beach. To complicate matters,
and also,
sediment from the
I mean, if it, like, I feel like that wouldn't last that long. If there's $6,000 laying on a beach, someone's gonna find it a lot quicker than 10 years later. Like, he definitely buried that money. I don't feel like it was just the sand kind of like over time covering it. I don't think that's at all what would have happened.
riverbed was excavated
I
and
think it's
dumped
more
onto
likely
Tina
that he
Bar as part of a
intentionally put
dredging
that there.
operation in 1974. And according to one analysis, the money was discovered above this layer of sediment.
Wait, what?
If true, and excavated and dumped onto Tina Bar as part of a dredging operation in 1974.
Oh.
And according to one analysis, the money was discovered above this layer of sediment. If true, that would mean the money came to rest at Tina Bar sometime after 1974. But a re-examination of that analysis found that what was believed to be a layer of deposited sediment might actually have been a perfectly natural layer of clay. Not
Wow.
only that, but the sediment was clearly dumped some distance away from where the money was discovered. Furthermore,
Oh, yeah.
when Ingram discovered the bundles, the rubber bands which held them together were still intact. This is significant because experiments conducted in 2009 revealed that this brand of rubber bands could not withstand exposure to open air or water for more than a year. So, unless the bundles were somehow protected from the elements, they must have become buried at Tina Bar within a year
Yeah.
of the hijacking.
So he
The most
absolutely buried
probable
that
explanation, therefore, seems to be that Cooper or someone else deliberately buried the money.
shit. But why
Did
only
Cooper survive
3
and bury the money himself?
bundles?
Did someone else bury the money after stumbling upon Cooper's remains? If there is an explanation which does not require human intervention, it's managed to elude investigators for decades. Suffice it to say, this is a mystery within a mystery. Since Ingram's discovery in 1980, both Tina Bar and the grounds around the Washougal River have been subjected to numerous searches, but to date, there's been no sign of Cooper nor the rest of the money.
What the fuck? I don't understand why there would only be 3 bundles too. Like, why the 5,680?
From the very beginning, it was assumed by many that Cooper did not survive his daring escape.
Why?
It would not make for a very thrilling conclusion to this story, but that's the thing about stories, they're usually far more exciting than reality. While there is no hard evidence for nor against Cooper's survival, the assumption that he fell to his death is not without merit.
Bro, he had 2 parachutes on though. He had a front parachute and a back parachute. So you're going to tell me that both of those failed? I feel like it's way more likely that he survived. He was prepared.
When Cooper leaped into the darkness, Flight 305 was plowing through a frigid rainstorm at roughly 170
See, I
knots,
didn't know that.
10,000 feet above southern Washington. The wind was so violent that it ripped out a placard from the aft stairway, which was later recovered in 1978 almost directly below the estimated flight path. To say that Cooper was not dressed for the occasion would be an understatement. The ground beneath him, meanwhile,
Okay.
was obscured by multiple layers of clouds, which likely means that Cooper jumped without knowing his precise location. Even if he could see the ground and had a specific drop zone in mind, the parachute he selected was non-steerable, meaning he would not have been able to steer his descent towards a specific landing spot, thus precluding any potential coordination with an accomplice stationed on the ground. While Cooper expressed some familiarity with parachutes, his actual competence level is up for debate. It's widely believed that Cooper demanded 2 pairs of parachutes, 2 primary and 2 reserve, to make the authorities believe that he intended to take a hostage. That is precisely what happened, as the FBI contemplated, but eventually decided against sabotaging the chutes as they did not want to risk the life of an innocent civilian. But in their haste to obtain them,
Damn, that's actually really fucking smart on both sides. I didn't even think about the FBI sabotaging the shoots. That is a damn good idea.
they unintentionally provided Cooper with a non-functional dummy chute
That is big
intended
brain,
for training
Jesus.
purposes. This mishap seems to have gone unnoticed by Cooper because that dummy chute was one of the two missing from the plane. Not only that, but Cooper chose the older and technically inferior parachute out of the two primary chutes provided.
So he didn't
So
know
in both
everything.
cases, it seems like Cooper made the worst possible choice.
Yeah.
But there are other ways to interpret this information. For instance, it's possible that Cooper used the dummy chute not as a reserve, but as a means to secure the bag of money. In fact, that is precisely what Cooper tried to do with the functional reserve chute. First, he tried to place the money in the chute's canopy before removing some of the suspension lines and wrap them around the bag. Perhaps he used the dummy chute for a similar purpose. And Cooper's decision to use the older primary chute is not necessarily an indication of inexperience. It could also be a sign of familiarity because the chute he left behind was a civilian luxury chute, while the one he used was a military chute. The argument is that Cooper might have been trained as, say, a paratrooper, and chose the older military chute because that's the one with which he was most familiar. And there is at least one other reason to suspect that Cooper had a military background. While the flight was in a holding pattern near Seattle, Cooper mentioned that the McChord Air Force Base was only 20 minutes away from the Seattle-Tacoma airport. At the time, that was an accurate assessment and might suggest a military background. Apart from the potential military connections, Cooper may even have had links to the Central Intelligence Agency. You see, the type of aircraft which Cooper chose to hijack, a Boeing 727, was also used by the CIA to covertly drop agents and supplies during the Vietnam War. A task for which the Boeing 727 was uniquely qualified due to its distinctive aft stairway. So it's fairly safe to assume that Cooper chose to hijack a Boeing 727 specifically because it provided a relatively safe means of escape. Whether he learned of this from the CIA or came to that conclusion independently is another question.
That's kind of crazy.
However, the fact that Cooper chose to hijack a flight operated by Northwest Airlines was apparently random chance. When Tina Mucklow asked Cooper about his motives, he responded, "It's not because I have a grudge towards your airline, it's just because I have a grudge." He further clarified that Flight 305 just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Even so, it's clear that Cooper came prepared. He seemed to know a great deal about aircraft and aviation. He appeared to be familiar with the local terrain. He maintained a low profile to avoid a panic. He covered his eyes with a pair of glasses to conceal his identity. He left very little evidence behind, and he demanded 4 parachutes to force the assumption that he was taking a hostage. He was even cunning enough to reclaim the note which he'd initially given to Florence Schaffner. Apart from the name he wrote on his plane ticket, there are no other samples of Cooper's handwriting. But for all his planning and cunning, it seems Cooper did not give enough thought to his eventual escape. Not only did he fail to specify a route, but he was forced to make a last-minute destination change from Mexico City to Reno. He could have demanded more appropriate parachuting equipment like a pair of boots, a helmet, or jumpsuit. He could even have specified the ransom to be delivered in larger denominations to make it lighter and less cumbersome to carry. Presuming he did survive the fall and made it safely to the ground, he may then have had to make his way through a dense, partially snow-covered forest in nothing but loafers and a trench coat in late November. I get the distinct impression that Cooper's escape was much more of a leap of faith than a carefully executed jump. On the other hand, authorities never received a missing persons report matching the description of Cooper in the wake of the hijacking. This might suggest that Cooper did survive and that he swiftly and quietly resumed his normal routine. Furthermore, other hijackers have performed similar stunts, and many of them did survive even if they were quickly apprehended. Finally, the simplest explanation for how 3 bundles of cash ended up at Tina Bar is human intervention. At the end of the day, most of this is based on nothing but supposition. Without any concrete evidence of Cooper's demise, it leaves the door wide open to the far more exciting proposition that he did, in fact, survive.
Okay.
By the time the press got wind of the hijacking, the FBI had already begun to investigate a few potential suspects. Among them was a man in Portland with initials DB and surname Cooper. This Cooper was quickly eliminated as a suspect, but due to a mix-up by the press, the name Dan Cooper was confused for DB Cooper, and the rest is history. While Dan Cooper is most likely a pseudonym, there is a comic book series of the same name. The comic is written in French and centers around a Canadian pilot named Dan Cooper. While the comic was not translated into English nor sold in the United States before 1971, it was available in Canada, which has a large French-speaking population. Given that American and Canadian accents can be difficult to distinguish, it's possible that Cooper, who was described as having no discernible accent, was a bilingual Canadian. This might even be supported by something that Cooper might have said. You see, when the captain relayed Cooper's demands to air traffic control, he used the phrase negotiable American currency. It seems doubtful that an American citizen would specify American currency, so perhaps Cooper was not American. The problem is, we don't know if this is a direct quote from Cooper or paraphrasing by the captain.
Right.
For instance, notes taken by the crew during the hijacking merely contain the phrase negotiable currency, while testimonies provided by the crew after the hijacking include phrases like $200,000 in cash and circulated US currency. So Cooper might have been Canadian, and he might have taken his name from the Dan Cooper comics, just as he might have been American and might have taken his name from something or someone else. Nearly half a century has gone by since the hijacking took place, and in that time thousands of suspects have been questioned and investigated. It would obviously be impossible to cover all of them here, but let's take a look at some of the people that at some point or another have been suspected of being DB Cooper.
Okay. Let's see.
Robert
W.
Rackstraw first became a suspect in 1978, and on the surface he seems like a solid candidate. He was a decorated Army paratrooper and helicopter pilot. He had experience with explosives. He had an extensive criminal record. He had an uncle named John Cooper who was an avid skydiver. He was expelled from the army only months before the hijacking, which might suggest a motive. After all, the hijacker did say he had a grudge. When confronted by journalists and private investigators, Rackstraw would neither confirm nor outright deny that he was DB Cooper. Instead, he'd say things like, "I could have been," or "I would not discount myself."
The fuck kind of answer is that? What kind of answer is that? That's whack as hell.
On the other hand, Rackstraw had light-colored eyes, which Cooper did not. More significantly,
What do you mean Cooper did not? I thought that Cooper had sunglasses on. How the hell do they know what his eyes look like? I don't understand that. How would that have anything to do with anything? Did he take them off at some point? I thought he concealed that
Rackstraw
shit.
was only 28 years of age at the time of the hijacking. This is well outside the range of ages reported by the crew and passengers, most of whom believed Cooper was in his mid-40s.
I don't think it's that guy.
Kenneth Christensen first became a suspect in 2003 when his brother noticed
I don't know. That kind of looks similar. Oh, but this guy's balding. This guy is like, he doesn't have the same do as Cooper. He put the sunglasses on. Oh, so they did get a glimpse. Okay, so they know he had brown eyes. The nose matches. The lips kind of match. He's got like a similar-ish jawline. The ears stick out. The eyebrows match. Kenneth kind of looks like him.
parallels between him and Cooper. Christensen had briefly served as a paratrooper in World War II, and since 1953 he'd worked for Northwest Airlines as both a mechanic and a flight attendant. He was 45 years old at the time of the hijacking. He was left-handed, which Cooper might have been. For instance, Cooper used his left hand to interact with his briefcase, and the clip-on tie he left on board was affixed with a tie clasp applied from the left. Shortly before he died in 1994, Christensen had supposedly told his brother, "There is something you should know, but I cannot tell you." After his passing, his family discovered over $200,000 in his bank accounts.
Yo, Kenneth, you're looking mad sus right now, dude. You look like him, dude.
To top it all off, Florence Schaffner stated that photographs of Christensen bore a strong resemblance to Cooper.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
On the
I
other
just
hand,
said that.
Christensen did not match the physical description of Cooper. He was both shorter and lighter. While Schaffner did see a strong resemblance, she remarked that Cooper had more hair, and that is supported by the composite sketches.
I said
and
that.
there was nothing suspicious about the large sums of money which he'd simply earned by selling land.
Yeah.
Richard McCoy first became a suspect.
I don't know, but that little, oh, you know, I have something to tell you that you should know, and then he just dies. I feel like that's definitely kind of sus.
In 1972 when he hijacked a boat.
Whoa, Richard. Whoa, Richard. Actually, I don't know. They have the same part in the hair. I could see he kind of balds a little bit, you know, as the years pass. He, you know, lets himself go a little bit. Same mouth, and then the nose.
Boeing 727
I can kind of see
and
Richard.
escaped via the aft stairway, much like D.B. Cooper. Because of the significant overlap between the two hijackings, some believe they must have been committed by the same person. McCoy used a fake name, he used a fake hand grenade to threaten the crew, he used handwritten notes to issue his demands. Both McCoy and Cooper used the phrase "no funny stuff" as a warning to the crew. McCoy
Wow,
demanded
holy hell.
$500,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. McCoy also bailed out the back of the plane once they passed over his hometown in the state of Utah. Apart from the similar modus operandi, McCoy had also served in the Vietnam War as a demolitions expert and a helicopter pilot. McCoy did actually survive the fall and managed to evade authorities for 2 full days before he was apprehended and sentenced to 45 years in prison. Before his death in 1974, McCoy refused to confirm or deny that he was D.B. Cooper. On the other hand, McCoy was an avid recreational skydiver and even came prepared with a skydiving helmet and jumpsuit. He gave very specific instructions about the flight path. In addition to the fake hand grenade, McCoy also used an unloaded handgun to threaten the crew. He failed to retrieve one of the notes he'd given to a flight attendant. He was only 29 years of age at the time of the hijacking, and all 3 flight attendants were quite certain that McCoy was not Cooper. While there are meaningful parallels between these 2 cases, McCoy might simply have been a copycat who'd read about D.B. Cooper in the
and
news.
also McCoy used handwritten letters.
Dwayne Weber
which
first became a
Cooper
suspect
did
in
not.
1995 when, shortly before his death, he supposedly told his wife, "I've got a secret to tell you. I am Dan Cooper." Following his deathbed confession, Weber's widow recalled a number of fascinating details. She claims to have found a bank bag resembling the one used in the hijacking. She claims Weber had sustained a knee injury after jumping out of a plane. Weber supposedly had a nightmare about leaving his fingerprints on the aft stairs. And a year before the money was discovered at Tina Bar, Weber had allegedly paid a quick visit to the same location. In addition, Weber was a World War II veteran, he had an extensive criminal record, he'd matched the physical description, and he was 47 years old in 1971. On the other hand, Weber's fingerprints did not match any of the prints collected from Flight 305.
So it's not
Although,
him.
to be fair,
Oh, dude, I know. That shit would be crazy. I would love to be able to smoke cigs on a plane, though. Oh, God.
there's no way to know if any of those prints actually belonged to Cooper. Furthermore, Weber's DNA did not match a DNA sample collected from the tie clasp. But once again, there's no way to know if the DNA on the tie clasp actually came from the hijacker and not someone else. What's so frustrating is that the FBI likely had a much better source of DNA at one point. If you recall, 8 cigarette butts were collected from the scene and there's a
Yeah.
good chance they were all suffused with Cooper's DNA. The problem is, that evidence was lost at some point and has not turned up since.
Bruh.
William Smith first became a suspect in 2018. Smith served in the Navy during World War II and likely had some experience with
Yo, hold up. That motherfucker looks like D.B. Cooper. This motherfucker looks like D.B. Cooper. I'm getting massive sus vibes off this guy. I mean, the last one admitted to it, kind of, but, like, that's not really... I mean, they had the fucking DNA and proved it's not him, so it can't be the last guy.
2018. Smith served in the Navy during World War II and likely had some experience with parachuting. He was 43 years old at the time
Yeah,
of the
Mr.
hijacking.
Rogers.
He had dark brown eyes. He matched the physical description.
Yeah,
He shared a
does.
certain likeness with the composite sketches, especially this speculative sketch of an older.
Wow. Oh, look at that. That looks fucking just like him, dude. That looks just like him. Oh, it's Jay Smith. It's Jay Smith 100%.
D.B. Cooper. A student named Ira Daniel Cooper, who was killed in World War II, attended the same high school as Smith. Smith worked as a yardmaster for a railroad company for most of his life, but in 1970 the company filed for bankruptcy. As a consequence, Smith lost his pension, which might suggest a motive. He could, for instance, have developed a grudge towards the airline industry for their role in bringing about the downfall of the rail transportation industry. It's further speculated that Smith could have used his knowledge of railroad networks to hop on a train and escape undetected.
Huh.
On the other hand, Smith spent his entire life in the northeastern United States. Given that the hijacking occurred on the other side of the country and was committed by someone who at least appeared to be familiar with the local terrain, Smith is not the most ideal candidate. However, the fact that Smith worked as a yardmaster is interesting. You see, the tie that Cooper left behind was recently examined using an electron microscope, which uncovered various metallic particles. Some of these particles, especially pure titanium, were quite rare in 1971. This might suggest that Cooper worked as a manager at some sort of chemical or metallurgical facility,
Dude.
or possibly a rail yard.
I think it's Smith. Is that it?
If nothing else, I hope this limited selection of suspects illustrates just how difficult it is to be certain when you have so little evidence to work with. These 5 individuals look nothing alike, yet any one of them could be D.B. Cooper. Was Cooper
Damn.
really in his mid-40s, or did he simply look old for his age? Did Cooper really serve in the military? Which one of these sketches most closely resemble Cooper? In 2016, the FBI had to admit defeat and officially close down the case. Unless someone
Wow.
stumbles upon Cooper's remains or manages to track down the rest of the money, it seems there is little hope of resolution. Did Cooper survive? I have no idea. But as long as that possibility cannot be dismissed, the legend of D.B. Cooper will no doubt persist.
That's fucking crazy, dude. He just fucked everybody. There's no chance they find him, and they gave up. They're done. Also, yeah, I think that the last one, Jay Smith, was the most sus. He looked just like those sketches. Plus the tie clip, dude. That's massively sus. The Utah guy. Well, but they had. I don't understand why they would admit that though. All right. What's the vibe? I see that we have 4 people in chat. Are you guys going EP, or should we do something more? What does chat want? Hell yeah. What the fuck are TNTL turtle vids? Yay, 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 yay. All right. What are TNTL turtle vids? Oh, try not to laugh, bruh. No. I will ace this shit. If I try not to laugh, I will become the biggest asshole, and I won't even grimace at anything. My humor is too far gone. I want some fucked up shit, man. I really do. Ooh, I like this.
Oh my God.
Cops discover Predator Dad's RV of horrors. Lock in, fuckers.
Isn't that horrible?
He just showed me pictures of the face, dude. Holy.
So,
I flipped him over
I do
again.
understand.
I patted his back.
I do
banged him,
understand.
Man. I tried to wake him up as best I could. I freaked the out, man.
I get
banged
it.
him up. Get up, man, please. Please
I
get up,
understand.
man. I didn't do nothing.
Oh boy.
Stay in there.
I just hurt my son.
I'm not saying you did.
All
All right? I'm not saying you did. Hey, hey.
Oh my God.
Police and
Okay,
paramedics
dude,
are
what the
called to a
fuck?
frantic scene at a Georgia gas station, where the parents of an 8-month-old infant claim he suffered a terrible accident. But the baby's injuries raise chilling questions, and the
8
investigators
months
will have
old?
to work their
Fuck.
way past an extremely volatile father to find the answers.
If he was to die, it's going to hurt twice. I lose my son, I lose my freedom.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On the
Okay.
night of January 30th, 2022, police and medics in Peach County, Georgia, respond to an emergency call coming from a Buc-ee's gas station. They arrive to find an unresponsive infant and his distraught mother.
Jeez.
Are you mama? Are you mama? Okay.
I can't do this.
So what's your name, ma'am?
Shelly Roof.
You'll go ahead and mute
Shelly
that
Brooks?
phone.
Brooks?
I need to go. Well, we don't know where he's going to go quite yet. I'm not sure where he's going.
But y'all got him. Y'all gonna be able to use stable enough to be.
They're doing everything they can do right now.
Okay, how old is
8 months around about his birthday be about 2021.
I'm already sus, dude. There's what do you mean around 8 months, or his birthday would be about don't you think as the mom, I mean, not to be an asshole, but don't you think as the mom that they would be like, "Oh, it's January 12th." January whatever the fuck. Like they would know the time, the date at least.
Central 223.
What's the matter with his right leg?
It's spring.
The fact that the baby already has a pre-existing injury is still on the EMT's mind as they walk around to meet the child's father, Christopher Palmer.
Okay, bud.
My life.
Just wrist.
Just off top of your head. I don't got it off top of my head.
What is your name?
Shelly Rooks.
Hey,
Shelly. Yes.
how long y'all been here?
Last name Rooks. R-O-O-K.
Not long. But what's not long?
You're the mom, right?
How about that?
Why the fuck is he gagging on the side of the road right now?
About hour and a half or so, let's say.
Oh, because you're smoking a cigarette. You're hyperventilating and you're smoking a cigarette. Put it down for a second.
What was his leg? What was the deal with his leg? How long ago? It was about 2 to 3 weeks. His leg, right? He jumped in, played
Yeah, 2
pin.
weeks ago.
Okay, 2 weeks ago, and he fell out of the playpen?
No, he had jumped in.
Or a year and a half
Other
old.
brothers
Jumped into the plate.
to the playpen on
Ah,
him.
wrestling.
No, he just jumps in to take his bottle.
He wants his bottle all the time.
Okay, and he just landed on his leg.
We
Did
don't
they
know.
break it, bruise it?
Sprained it.
I think he sprained it.
Okay.
Okay.
So talk to us. So what was happening? So what was the call? Was he just stop breathing?
Yes.
No, he fell.
He'll tell you more.
Okay, so he fell. What did he fall? How did he fall? Where did he fall? He fell on his face.
What did he fall on?
It was real bad for thinking he fell.
But what did he fall on? Did he hit his face on the ground? On the ground?
The ground or the floor?
The floor in the house. Ooh,
Was he on anything, or was he standing up when he did it?
I was holding his seat and he slipped.
24 to 32.
You were holding him and he slipped. All right. I mean, was he covered in baby oil or something? I don't understand how you fucking just, oh shit, oh god, drop your fucking baby. I mean, maybe I'm just being an asshole. I know, but
So he slipped out of your hands.
Foolish.
Hey, I'm just calm down, all right?
literally.
Hey, Christopher, calm down. I need you to calm down.
I am calm. Trust me, I'm calm.
While the child's father tries to keep
I
his
don't think you
composure,
are.
Warner Robins police officers begin to sense there's more going on here than meets the eye.
Dude, his hands? Dude. I got like marks on his hands, marks. I mean, you saw the hair. They said anything?
Said that they were giving him a bath and dropped him.
Bro, that's not a drop.
And that his little brother, who's like one,
He's all fucked
drumps
up.
in his crib and stuff, and lands on top of him all the time. That's how he's got all the bruises.
Bruises don't pop
He's-
up that quickly. Yeah. Kids.
No.
Baby shouldn't have bruises like that.
No.
The baby's got
Absolutely
bruises all
He
over.
ain't got no place to live up in the RV.
With suspicions building, an officer gets on the phone with his sergeant to explain the situation at Buc-ee's.
We got an 8-month-old, has a pulse, but it's faint.
Oh, hold up, yeah, hold up. Fuck. Is there a way to change the chat title from here? Do I just have to do that shit in my thingy? I need to update that. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Can you not change it? You gotta be joking. Alright, well, that's unfortunate.
They're working on him. Looks like visible signs of neglect and maybe, I don't know, abuse. There's bruises all over the child. Child's got rash all over him. They're living in this RV. They've been up here for, they said, 2 weeks. My opinion, they both may be under the influence of some type of methamphetamine.
All right, lock.
Yeah, I could see that.
Down, no one leaves. Posted. I'm gonna call the lieutenant.
All right, they're about to transport the baby to Macon.
They're gonna make you go with us from section.
We're locking it down. It's our RV now.
But the baby's parents
shit.
don't take this news well.
Can we follow behind the ambulance?
No,
Nope.
ma'am, I need y'all in the RV and everybody to stay here. They're about to
You're not
transport
getting
him.
what I'm saying. Can we follow the ambulance? He don't want to see the baby.
No,
I'm going to the hospital.
listen to what I'm saying. Everyone here, you, your husband, and the RV is staying here until we tell you can leave. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're not getting what I'm saying, lady.
Does that mean he's gone for pretty much?
No, I'm not saying that at all, ma'am.
No, but you be honest with me. What does it mean?
It just means that
I know you.
my supervisor has to come out here and talk to y'all before anybody can leave, okay?
You guys might just put me down too, man.
No, sir, we're not
Yeah,
going to do
hell
anything
yeah,
like
you
that.
trust me, I don't want to be here, man.
No, sir, everything's going to be okay.
God, I hear this all the time, man.
No, you're not, sir.
I should have stayed awake. I was awake with you. I was.
I'm not incapable of it, man. God damn.
What,
Am I that incapable?
As Christopher's agitation grows, the officers discuss their next step.
Dude, even if you're on fucking drugs, even if you are on meth, that mental level of like, I don't know, freaking out like that, that's such a breakdown. I don't know, even someone in their actual right mind, even if they did drop their baby, I don't think they're going to react like that. Is it bad to say it feels like like over exaggeration? Like, I know he did just drop the kid. Well, according to the story, he did. But it kind of feels like the dad is just being, like, extra, bruh. Like, damn, bro, just smoke your cigarette and shut the fuck up. Let them do their job. I don't know.
He's getting unhappy, which, what does he want us to do?
Like, he seems like he's on something for sure.
do what?
He's getting pissed, which is understandable. So,
Mel's getting very agitated.
he's about to start something, try to go to jail.
They won't let me see my son. You won't talk to me. I didn't kill nothing.
Sir,
Chill the fuck out.
I'm pissed off, man. Sound like I'm sitting like up for no goddamn reason, man.
Hey.
What, man?
My name is Sergeant Wilcox. I'm one of the supervisors on duty tonight, okay? I understand that you're upset. I understand.
I'm so pissed off, man.
Listen. This is a traumatic experience, and we understand
Nah,
that.
man, you don't.
Yes, we do.
And I did this. It feels like I tried to. Man, I
Listen.
tried my son. I did nothing.
Accidents, listen. Accidents sometimes happen, okay? That doesn't mean they're any less painful, okay? Right now, we have certain procedures that we have to go
Whatever,
through.
man. Do you gotta do something? I go to the hospital, man.
We're going to get you there as soon as we can.
I mean, I know that, man. It takes hours, man, and if I lose my son before I better not lose. I'm telling you, because you'll have to take me to goddamn prison for the rest of my life.
Listen, bear with me. I'm trying to get you an update right now, okay?
Hell, dog.
All right? As I understand it, when he left here, he had a pulse. I'm expecting
the whole time.
I'm expecting good things, okay? You did what a dad's supposed to do. You did what a dad's supposed to do.
What do you need to do?
I need to make a couple of phone calls. I'll be right back.
What do you mean by
Just
phone?
hold tight.
But as the sergeant makes his calls, it quickly becomes clear that holding tight is not Christopher's strong suit.
Yep.
Oh, so that's what it is. They automatically assume it's goddamn drugs. That man. Hey, goddamn drug. My son fell.
Yes, he did.
Because if I'm drunk, I feel happy, man. I ain't goddamn happy.
The pictures are bad. The baby had extensive bruising to the left side of his head, a lot of redness around his mouth. He had spot bruises, almost like fingertip bruises, all over the other side of his forehead, down both arms, hands, and both legs.
I don't even like y'all, man. Oh, man. We make her wait. We wait.
See, that shit is not normal, dude. What the fuck? All those fucking injuries he's talking about, that
The
is...
inside of the RV is pretty dadgum nasty. They've got two other children, a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old inside.
What do you guys think? I did this to my baby?
I'm not saying that, sir.
No, say what you think, sir.
That's a Freudian slip right there. That is absolute projection. Are you guys saying that I did this to my baby? That motherfucker is guilty.
Sir, I'm doing it. All I'm doing is a job. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do.
Who's the one that thinks that? If it's just that's what you're pointing towards.
No one's pointing towards
bring
that.
it to my face and we'll figure it out from there.
No one's pointing.
Somebody is, because I'm still sitting here.
We're fixing to have to fight, Dad.
Can I make up some? Just so I did let mother go to the hospital, man. I'll say whatever you need me to goddamn say, man, so someone can be there with my son, man.
We're gonna get y'all out of here as fast as we can.
Man, I want her now to go, man.
Okay, dude.
You know? So,
I want to be with my baby. Yes, I do. I want to be there.
What do I need to tell you so she can go? Tell me, man, so I know what to say,
That's
man.
not how it works, sir.
It's exactly how it works.
No, sir. It's not.
If you need what you got, she can go.
We're gonna get all of y'all out of here as soon as we possibly can.
The officers do their best to keep the frantic father calm, but Christopher's impatience only grows as the minutes tick by.
I gotta stand, man. I can't sit like this.
Can you get off, sir? Can you walk around?
Yeah, you want to walk right here?
Off, man.
Sir, you can stand outside the RV here.
Man, I'm getting pissed as man. Man, you guys have to do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, we gotta do what we gotta fucking do.
Take it. Hostage, right?
Not a hostage, sir.
Man,
Just
the
take a
ain't,
breath.
man.
Just take a breath.
Dude, imagine being a fucking cop dealing with this, because you're watching this dude just descend into madness, and you got to remember, you don't really know what the fuck's in that RV. Like, there's definitely a chance that they just whip out a fucking gun, right? That would be terrifying, watching this motherfucker get all antsy and shit like this, and just being absolutely crazy. I'd have my hand on my fucking pistol. I'm just saying.
Keep it together for your family.
Man, keep what together, man? You gotta with me now.
In the meantime,
He's
Sergeant
balling his
Wilcox
fists
tries
up
to
at them.
find out what's going on at the hospital.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, Dave?
Right now, they put him straight into the operating room. They're
Okay, now we at a
looking
hospital.
over now.
Now the doctor's gonna definitely be able to see what's going on with the
All right,
baby.
here's what's going on right now. Baby is up at the hospital. They're examining him now. He does have a heartbeat. He is alive, okay? They're checking on scans and all of that, okay? So we're doing good right now.
I didn't hurt him when I was cooking.
We're doing good right now.
Run that back, dude.
Right now.
I didn't hurt him when I was.
I didn't hurt him when I was crushing his, and then he catches himself and he doesn't say anything. Sus as fuck, dog. Were you crushing the fucking baby? That's fucking crazy. See, that's a Freudian slip again. This dude is on some weird shit.
We're doing good right now, okay? Hold together for a few more minutes. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more information. Just a little bit more information.
Man, I heard him. I know I did doing CPR. I know I heard him.
Oh man,
Sometimes
okay. He's talking about
Oh, no
CPR.
shit, I flipped him over
I do
again. I
understand.
patted his back.
I do
banged him,
understand.
Man. I tried to wake him up as best I could. I freaked the out, man.
Yeah, self-report.
Please,
I understand. Right now, the child is receiving the absolute best care possible. Macon is a level 1 trauma center.
I'm a little confused. Hold on.
Give us a minute. We're going to be dealing with y'all in just a second.
Confused. You sure you guys think we did it?
No, sir.
Dog, shut the fuck up. This is why they say don't talk without a lawyer. I mean, obviously I'm not rooting for this guy. He's a fucking asshole who definitely did some shit to his kid. But dude, holy fuck.
He's not saying that. Not saying that.
But Christopher's suspicions about the holdup are growing, and it won't be long before he says something that escalates the situation.
You guys are holding me here against my will. Against my will. That is illegal to hold me against my will.
Nope, it's not.
Are we under arrest?
Sir.
Are we under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
So we can leave then, right?
Not right now.
Then I'm under arrest.
No, sir, you're not under arrest.
How can I not leave if I'm not under arrest?
My partner just explained it to you like my supervisor explained.
You guys want
There's
to
an investigation that goes through this.
Does this take hours?
No, ma'am, it's not going to take hours.
We've been here for 40 minutes already. How is it going to take an hour? You say you'll be done in 20 minutes? Is that what you're talking about?
He's literally, they're finishing up with phone calls as we speak.
Phone calls, they still have to get here.
I know, and they're on the way. I can tell you they are on the way. Yes, they are on the way.
Just shoot me, guys.
Christopher may have meant that as an offhand remark, but the police aren't taking any chances.
He just told Opitz we're going to have to shoot him. But he has confirmed with me there are firearms in the vehicle.
Have him step out and talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not some shit you can just fucking whip out.
I'm give you a ride up there in my vehicle because it's faster. When he steps out of the vehicle, put him in handcuffs.
Okay.
Boss man.
They got a plan already.
Listen, my man.
Hey, you can't be saying that shit with the cops, man.
You ready to go?
Hospital, yes.
I'm going to take you because I can't take everybody in the family. I'm going to take you the quickest in my vehicle.
I'll stay with my family.
Okay, my vehicle's fast. We're going to get there now.
I don't care.
Look, they
I'll
need...
stay with my family.
No. Listen, they need you. I get that.
No,
Your daughter...
No, you don't.
No. Your baby, they need a parent up there to give parental consent. I need you there.
Let us go.
Then come on, let's go.
All of us.
I can only take one at a time.
You can tell your people to get here. It's important.
They're
Or
on-
let us go.
I was on the phone with him when y'all had to come over here and talk to you.
You didn't have to come over.
I did have to.
Oh my god,
No,
dude.
no,
oh
listen,
my
listen
god.
what I'm saying.
Get out.
Okay?
Get out. Fucking
When you tell
go.
my guys about something about we're going to have to shoot you and all that,
All
we
I
don't...
said is, please shoot me down my measurements. We're sitting here doing nothing.
No. That's not the case. We're not doing nothing. We're doing everything right now.
We're sitting here doing nothing.
We're doing everything right now.
You can't pee in our own house because you guys think whatever. When you're all wrong, y'all off, man.
The ruse is unsuccessful, but after a detective arrives on scene to a less than friendly greeting,
Whoa.
Stay still.
he briefly interviews the couple, reviews the evidence, and the decision is made to dispense with the games.
Grab him and snatch him out.
Damn, they gonna grab his ass.
Snatch him out. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on out. Come on out. Hold still. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands behind your back.
Relax.
Yeah, detective has that
I
authority.
don't want to tell me why I'm under
Put your
arrest.
hands behind your back.
Why am I under arrest? Please tell me why.
You're being detained for investigative purposes. Put your
That's
hands behind
fine,
your
but
back.
why?
Put your hands
I
behind your
didn't
back.
do nothing.
All right, yeah. Just get the fuck down.
Richards, watch our back.
I'm good.
Just calm down, sir.
I'm good now.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're on my handle, sir.
Stand by. We'll get your other hand.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, pull this hand out.
Pull it out, sir. Can you
Pull
pull
it
it,
out.
sir? Can you pull it?
Pull it out.
There you go.
All right. We're going to get you up.
You can breathe.
Hold
You're
still.
all right.
I don't know why I'm under arrest.
All right, listen to me. We're good. All right.
Hear my throat.
All right, I'm gonna roll you to your side.
Shut the fuck up. They
Y'all
didn't
sure?
hurt you, bro.
All right, listen to me. Okay?
I'm not fighting.
I understand. Listen to me. Right now, baby's still stable, just like I told
listen,
you.
man.
Listen to me.
Why am I under arrest today?
Listen.
I dropped my son.
Look, there's other things in play right here, okay? You stand by.
You keep doing what you're doing right now.
Man,
all right. This other resistance. Hey, listen. This other resistance, I get it.
I just wanted to know why you arrested me. You didn't tell me.
Right now, there's evidence consistent on that child with abuse or neglect. Okay? We're still investigating all that, but we have enough to detain you right now. That's why we're being detained.
What did I miss? They had a detective come out and they looked at the baby and all the evidence that they were saying, and he's like, all right, fucking stop with the games. Just arrest his ass. And here we are. The baby's at the hospital. So they're like pretty damn sure this motherfucker's doing some weird shit to his baby.
So I'm going to jail. My family don't have me.
You're going to be interviewed. Your wife is going to be interviewed. All right? But you're going to be interviewed at police headquarters.
Christopher temporarily calms down, but when Shelley expresses her doubts about his innocence, he quickly ramps back up again.
Was it just him?
They said you did it.
How did they do it? Y'all here? Who said I did it? Who said I did it?
Sir.
The mom ain't in on it?
Did what? Yeah, man, I beat the shit before. Wake him up, man.
Here. Sir, do you want this?
I didn't, Shelly. You want to believe? Go ahead, but I did not do it, man. Why would I kill my son?
Let me light the fucking
Your son
cig,
is
man.
still stable, sir.
Why would I even do anything, man?
You want this?
You know why? It's my other charges. That's why they think that. It's not like.
The official police report includes information about Christopher's previous run-ins with the law, which include crimes against women, family violence charges involving Shelley and the kids, and a
that's always a
disturbing
great
offense
sign.
against 2 young children that landed him on New York's sex.
Look at this motherfucker, dude. He's got the look. He's got the fucking pedo look, dude. Nope. New York, huh? Not Hispanic. That's a crazy ethnicity option. Just not Hispanic. Okay. That feels racially inclined. That's crazy. Just not Hispanic. You can either be Hispanic or not Hispanic. Those are the ethnic choices. He's 6 foot 270. He wears glasses.
Offender registry. While it's unclear how these cases were adjudicated, it's certainly clear that Christopher's agitation at the scene is turning into rage.
Well, he's in cuffs, so...
What's going on?
I'm about to lose my cool, dude. And I don't care about consequences when I do it. Go bad.
No, sir. No,
oh, Lord Jesus.
See what I mean, bro? This is what I'm saying. Like, this is the kind of fucker who acts like this. He's fucking sitting there going back and forth crying like a little bitch. It's because he has the mentality of a fucking, like, tiny little kid. You need to... I'm
about to go.
Just
shut the fuck
a
up.
little bit.
In a big ditch.
Oh, dude, I hate that shit.
Isn't that horrible?
I want to see the photos, bro. I know that's, like, fucked up and morbid.
Talk to me after that.
Who's the punk that thinks they're going to just point the finger at me? Man the up, dog.
We can go ahead and take him to the PD.
I didn't touch my son.
With Christopher on the verge of losing it,
just
the cops
fucking...
let him say goodbye to his family.
08-444-9708.
I'm sorry, you believe that? You're taking my money too? Man, I'm going to jail. They're going to put me in jail. They believe I did it because my charge. I'm not lying. I know this.
You're down for interview right now.
Yeah, right now. But I know what it leads to. I'm not lying.
Oh, dude, an interview with this dude is going to be absolute hell. He's just not going to shut the fuck up.
Mommy,
Shelly,
money
give
for the
me-
babies? You want her to have the wallet?
Just give me $40. I'll be here, right? You keep your ass.
Is there an ID for you in there? In your wallet?
Shelly, I'm going to jail. You hear me?
Say it again.
Look at me. You know that, don't
Yeah,
you?
I think Shelly's got it.
Just look me in my face so I understand. Don't lie to me. What? I did not hurt my son. Look at me. I might have picked at him, but I did not hurt my son like that. I swear to God, I did.
Yeah,
Police
that's
lead
a guilty
Christopher away and
motherfucker right
discover
there.
that getting him into the transport wagon will not be easy.
Well, I got to breathe for a minute, man.
Breathe.
Oh, man, you guys are going to have to hurt me, man.
No, we don't want...
You're going to have to down.
Come on, let's go. We're going to walk. We're going to walk. Come on. Calm. Calm down. All right, we'll have a seat. Right here.
Yeah, man, damn.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. If the mom is sitting there going,
my dude.
I don't know.
Something, man. I need it, please, man.
No one's beating you.
Please, I need it.
Come on, go have a seat.
I need it, man.
Come on.
Have a seat right there.
Hey,
I
hey.
need you to
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Oh my God, get in the fucking thing. Shut the fuck up, get in the thing. I could not be a cop. I could not be a cop. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Deep breath.
Take me out, man. I don't want to be here.
No one's taking anybody out.
I don't want to be here. Please hurt me, man. Please
Look at
hurt
this.
me. Do it again.
This guy, dude. This guy's had enough. He's like, yo, are you seeing this shit, dog? What the fuck?
Nobody's gonna hurt. No one's gonna hurt. Take a ride.
Don't hurt me, man. Please. I didn't hurt my.
Come on, step back. Step back. Step back.
Okay, Jesus.
The police eventually get him in the wagon and
Fucking
transport
hell.
Shelley, Christopher, and the children to the police station. But while the scene at Buc-ee's is brought to a close, this investigation is only getting started.
Come in. You remember me? From over at the camper? Do you want to talk to me about what happened?
What would you like to talk about?
Well, I got to take you into an interview room and read you Miranda.
What happens if I don't talk to you?
I'm gonna
you're
read you
being
the
charged
Miranda,
anyway. At the
yeah.
moment, that's how it's looking. So, I mean, do you want to talk? At the
Child
moment,
abuse and
cruelty to
neglect.
children in the first degree,
Yeah.
possibly aggravated assault.
Elsewhere at the station, Shelley is given some bad news.
What's the reason and that they have not allowed me or my family, my children?
Well, for one, we can't get a hold of your dad. And it probably more than likely that's where they'll end up going. Because that's what they ultimately want. They want a trusted family member to watch after these kids, at least for the time being.
So they don't think I'm good enough for my children.
Correct. Yes, that is exactly what they think, ma'am. They think that you are not good enough for your children. Because you see how one of them's in the hospital with bruises and shit all over their fucking body? Yeah. I'd say you're not good enough for the kids.
Right now,
Sorry.
I think it's best if there's an environment change, if nothing else, because they cannot continue to live in an RV
Yeah, I
with that
agree.
man.
I agree with you.
They ask Shelley to walk with them down the hallway, where she realizes that things are about to get even worse.
Miss Rooks, just stop for a minute. Okay, turn around.
Huh?
Turn around for us. Just put your hands right.
Oh, they're arresting her too.
Why am I doing that? Can y'all tell me why I'm going to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please?
To put it bluntly, okay? That child has a lot of injuries, and he's had a lot of medical conditions and a lot of injuries that have not been treated, and they have not been cared for. That child needed to be in a hospital before tonight, and you guys did not take him to a hospital.
But you don't think during that time I wanted it? I did.
It doesn't matter if you
Away
wanted
from
it or
him.
not. It's the fact that you didn't do it.
How do I do it though, sir? When I have no other way, he has a gun and he'll hold it to your head or hurt you. How do you get away from that? You're
It's
telling me
putting your
it's not.
children before yourself. Your fear of physical harm has got to be overridden by your children's safety. It's almost just as bad to sit back and watch and do nothing, though, when you know you could have done something.
But even though Shelley and Christopher have been arrested, many questions remain about what happened tonight and in the weeks leading up to it. And it won't be until investigators sit down with the two for separate interrogations that the full horrors that occurred within their RV will finally come to light.
I'm afraid to talk to you guys about everything again. I don't want to hurt myself anymore. I feel like I'm in a big shit combined, and I don't know how I got here. I mean, I know why I'm sitting here. People say
The other day you told me that it was something else, and I was just saying that I hurt my baby. I never touched my child.
Who's saying that though?
They said that's what my charges are. It's all my baby.
You're not charged with that, ma'am. And I'll go ahead and tell you right now, you're not charged with inflicting harm on your child. We are not saying that you are the one that did that.
I never hurt my babies.
We're not accusing you of physically doing the harm, but the fact that in the situation he's in and nobody intervened soon enough to prevent that. So that's kind of where we stand with your charges.
The detectives realize that if they're going to get the true story out of Christopher and Shelley, they'll need to know more about their transient lifestyle.
Where do you guys get the money to put the gas in and
We had to fly every day. That was like hold a sign.
Fly? Family of 5, food, gas, anything, God help, bless. Oh, anything helps, God bless. So they would just hold a sign up.
Having to be able to have that normal life to do that hurt. Like every time we would ride down, I'd say, I wish we could stop doing this and I could have a life like these people at this house when I seen it, or we see somebody play and it would affect me, and we always had to do that. Never had a stable life like that.
What did he say when you would ask for a more stable life?
Can't do it. It's better to go. It's better to be on it. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Was he paranoid? And when I say that, was he nervous about other people?
Because he had previous charges that the people would always try to hurt him because of that, and he was wanted at one time.
Witnesses who ran across the couple say they would often carry signs saying they lost their house in a fire, which may not be entirely false. Shelley's father tells police that Christopher torched the previous camper. The detectives dig deeper into the couple's dynamic, only to find a vault of troubling secrets buried beneath the surface.
So I got a question about the inside of the
Jesus,
bathroom
this
door
camper
has a
is
little
fucked.
damage. Like,
It has a lot of damage where I got mad one day and ripped it apart.
what happened?
I was just angry that day.
Whatever he had at that point, put it locked in either the bathroom, and he felt like I was gonna leave that night. I'd be where I couldn't leave.
Yo, if somebody is like, if they get mad and they start hitting shit, like they start breaking shit, that's a level of emotional like immaturity. Like if you can't look, like there was one time, bro, I got mad and I broke on my controllers. That was the last time I broke anything when I got mad. That was it. Because I was like, damn, bro, that was fucking stupid. If you're with somebody and they start breaking shit just because they're mad, it is only a matter of time before they start hitting people. If they can't control it enough to stop hitting fucking objects, they're gonna start hitting people. Yeah, like it's only a matter of time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you look at the broken controller afterwards and you're like, ah, fuck. Because, like, you can get mad, but you gotta be able to, you gotta have that strength to just be like, yo, what the fuck am I, like, tweaking over, dude? I gotta chill.
He'd lock you in the bathroom. How would he do that?
Like with the lock pin on the door, it's where you put up.
And you did that damage, not anyone else?
No. That was when she was going to leave one time over something stupid. Her family printed. I don't know. It's a big wreck.
She wasn't inside that bathroom, locked in that bathroom, though?
I don't know. Why was she in the locked in the bathroom? Can't lock any doors anyway. I don't have locks on them.
Would she ever feel like that she couldn't leave?
No, not that I know. Even anytime she wants to leave.
But that's not the picture Shelley paints of their relationship.
What game were you playing when you broke it? I was playing Rocket League. And it was in my rank up game to get into the top 1% of the players, or champion 1, or champion 3 is to get there. And I was gonna rank up on that game. Yeah, I broke the fuck out of my shit. It looked like somebody broke into my house, dude. It was bad.
Hit me across my eyes, punch me here, just jump on top. Like if he got me upset, jump on top of me, on top of the bed, and holding the knife to me.
What is that
When I
fuck
was
ass
pregnant, give me a time.
emoji? Well, these YouTube emojis
What would he
are
say
so
when he
weird.
did stuff like that? What kind of comments would he say to you?
You fat. Why you gotta look at everybody in the world? And I always kept my head down and turn. I never.
Breaking 3 Wii controllers playing Wii Tanks is fucking crazy. That's a different level of crash out. But also low-key valid, bro, because depending on who you're playing on Wii Tanks, that shit will piss me off. Because there's those fucking bullet upgrades that are just stupid and broken, and then it's like, okay, fuck.
Look up to you, looking at you, looking at somebody.
Even at Buc-ee's, police were suspicious that Shelley and Christopher were not exactly equal partners.
I have no doubt that the guy shoots batteries. I mean, really. I mean, if I would have had to bet my pace, I would say she's battered. He keeps her.
Yeah.
Well, he was born in 81, so he's 40, 41. She's born in 96.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's only 26? I know it's totally off topic and not appropriate at all, but this is a rough 26, dude. Holy fuck. I wouldn't have guessed that age. Good lord.
She's half his age.
It's one.
But I guess if she's a victim of like abuse and shit, like it's probably pretty hard to take care of yourself. So
I mean, yeah, I have no doubt.
Can I ask you, and don't be offended by this, do you have an intellectual disability?
I didn't want to say nothing. I'm glad that the police are asking, because low-key, I was thinking that. I was like, she doesn't seem like she has, like, necessarily all the mental strength of somebody in this situation. So I feel like, we'll see. What is...
What's that? What's happening?
Do you have any type of disability?
Yeah.
You do? What do you have?
I don't know. It's on my paperwork. I just know it's hard for me to do life like normally. Like I
Okay.
always want to be
Yeah.
somebody else because I don't understand. And
So do you get disability checks?
yeah,
You do?
Oh, wait. So they're getting disability checks and they're fucking holding up signs and shit? Disability can be like $1,400 a month. Disability ain't it's a good chunk of change.
How have you been spending those?
he spends them. I have
So he's
no
getting
control
drugs.
of
He's
the
getting
money.
hella
So you don't
drugs.
even know where they're going.
He's blowing
Shelley's
like at
mother
least
would
$1
tell
grand a
police
month
in a
on his
later
drugs.
interview that Shelley's father had been in control of her disability payments until he became overwhelmed with the constant harassment from Christopher about the money. Soon thereafter, she said she believed that Christopher gained complete control over Shelley's finances.
Wow.
Does anybody get any disability or?
Shelley does, yeah.
She does?
She gets a side.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
How much does she get per month?
I don't remember. Changes.
It changes? Why does it change?
Well, it depends on yearly thing. I don't know. She does all that.
She does all
No,
that?
she doesn't, you fuck.
Regardless, the detectives continue to theorize that Christopher is dominant over Shelley, which may help explain something the cops discovered in the RV on the
They found handcuffs. That's fucking gross, dude. I don't fuck with that at all.
night of the incident.
Hey, sir. What's up, bud?
He's sitting there tying her up. That's fucked.
What y'all got?
Look at handcuffs.
Man, those look just like mine.
Handcuffs.
Why the
What are
fuck
handcuffs
are
for?
those in
Someone
there?
gave it to me and said it's cool. I know because when I came down there, there was a package.
Yeah, for real. Don't touch
She
them
didn't know
fucking
why I kept
handcuffs,
them
bro.
separate. I had locked up the things, my bags with lots of play on and handcuff everything.
I saw. Did he use handcuffs for anything?
Huh?
Handcuffs?
Yeah.
What did he use them for?
Put on me there.
So he's
Fuck,
holding
bro.
you there against your will. So he handcuffs you. Would he handcuff you to anything, or would he just put you in handcuffs?
I just put them on.
That's so fucked.
You said
So this sad little fuck has somebody with a mental disability and is beating her and the kids and tying her up and shit. What a fucking piece of shit, dude.
he would tie you up. Would he tie your legs up too?
Sometimes it depends on if he wanted to or not. It was different. You know, like here.
Shelley says that there were additional factors at play, and the detectives listened to one of the most bizarre stories of the night.
How does it get worse?
On that man, he'll be like, hush. And I said, it's not his fault. He's a child. He can talk. No, he can't.
He said he'll be on what?
Okay, like he'll be on the drugs, the meth.
So Christopher uses meth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that often?
Called it.
Well, it went to every day. Now, it used to be every so often, every 6 to 8 months, and now it's basically
Every day? Did you use any meth?
not willingly when he put it in me, and it was twice, and it's been recently, and he wanted me to start talking about that it was no good, it would be better for us, and then he put it in twice, pushed it.
Okay. Was it powder or a rock?
I don't know.
Do you remember what it looked like?
I know he did a card when he did it, but I think he
So
didn't
it
do
was
that.
powder. If he's using a card, it's powder. He's making lines with it. I don't understand. I don't like the way she's saying that he would put it in, though. Like, would he just like feed it to her, or is there other ways to do meth? Can you like? I'm gonna just hope he did it like fed it to her.
I think it was hard.
It was hard when you put it in. Did it hurt?
It hurt. It burned.
Okay.
Did he ever do that with the children at all?
No, I do not. It's just me. He said it would enhance the sex.
And Shelley told us that both you and her had used methamphetamine, and that can make you act outside of your normal.
That was before all that.
Well,
Like
you
that
could
day?
do things that you forget about doing, stuff that you normally wouldn't do.
But
if
we
you
were
didn't.
doing this before this happened.
Like the day before?
Like weeks before. Like a week
Oh.
before, 3, 4. I mean, we didn't do it
for 3-4 days before that happened.
In addition to the use of illicit substances, the investigators are also concerned about the firearms in the RV, which shouldn't be there considering Christopher's background, which came up at the scene.
Yeah.
You got camo on you, do.
Yeah, you're a fucking. He's already a registered sex offender. You can't have that shit, buddy.
You don't?
Yeah, for the most part, legally. I'm a felon. I can't without a gun.
You guys have a firearm inside of the camper as well.
She has several.
But you're not allowed to have access to any firearms.
No, I don't know. That's her.
Okay, that's not what that fucking means, Christopher. That doesn't mean that you can't own the firearm. It means you can't have access to it. So you can't have them in the home. You can't have them in the RV. You can't have a friend hold them for you. You can't have the fucking gun, Chris. That's what it means. You fucking tard stick.
It means that you can't have the way that where the firearm was located at. You have easy access to, because I mean it's in a camper.
It's in her home.
Correct, but you can if you were residing there, you cannot have access to that firearm. It's an open, easy access where it was found.
According to Shelley, Christopher
yeah,
not
that's
only
what
had access to the firearms, he would use them.
He was holding a gun to her. That's why he saved me.
So he was holding you hostage?
He's been holding me hostage, and then he said,
Jesus.
"If you don't come back to me, if you go to your dad, and then I get out, I'm coming for all you. And I know you love your dad the most, and I'll kill him first." And it was always
Jesus Christ. Put this dude in
Bucky,
prison
Shelley
already.
told police that this wouldn't be the last time Christopher wielded a firearm.
He shot the gun through the camper the other day.
Really?
I don't know what he hit.
Okay.
I wanted to get away, but he takes the keys, he watches the keys, and the holes in the wall. He said he hit the ground. So I seen the bullet fly was standing near.
These disturbing stories paint
Jesus.
the picture of an erratic family life, one that Shelley has discussed in the past in text messages with Christopher's ex, Megan. After Shelley
Yeah, the guns were mine, and because I had gone, they charged him, and they cannot do that. I'm trying to fight New York now.
talks about the link she
The whole time we was together, he was been bleeding from the throat and needed oxygen quite a few times. What the fuck are they talking about? Now he's stuck in there having a get, and I'm by myself with the kids. They don't care that
he's gone through to fight some of Christopher's previous charges.
I dealt with a hell of a lot of abuse at his hands. Oh, this is the blue is the X. He's the reason I conceal carry. Maybe he's changed, but honestly, that would be hard to believe. Do what's best for you and the kids, but always stay safe.
Megan warns her, just be
Jesus.
careful. I dealt with a hell of a lot of abuse at his hands. He's the reason I conceal carry. Do what's best for you and the kids, but always stay safe. But Shelley tells her that he has changed. With what they've seen over the last couple of days, the detectives question that conclusion.
The other boys also
Well,
have
yeah, and
bruising.
she's got a mental disability, so
Play that
it's
stretch where the dog jumps on, where the dogs hold him down. Yeah, they're boys.
They're boys. I don't have boys, I have girls.
They just been probably I don't know, once in the last year, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. Roughhouse and jumps, literally gets up on everything, climbs on the thing in the middle, swings and tries to jump into the middle of the island of the camper, falls all the time.
because he's fucking bored. He's sitting there in a
He's
camper,
PTSD,
dude. He
I
needs
guarantee you.
Gets up on the counters, and he falls, he hits everything.
he needs something to
Boys.
fucking play, dude.
The wooden thing has a nail in it where it's broke. He hits that with his legs, climbing up and down the dash constantly.
How old is he?
He is almost 2.
With that, the detectives turn their attention to something that police have questioned since the moment they arrived at Bucky's. The homemade cast around the 8-month-old baby's leg. Shelley insists once again that the injury was a result of her older child jumping on the baby.
Homemade cast is
It was already wrapped.
crazy.
How'd that happen?
He jumped in on him, is what Chris said. and
Well, we know that's
and
not-
that's-
We know that's not true.
Yeah.
So we know the type
But
of.
I wasn't around for the rib or any of that. Well, I would have known. Dude, I wrapped his leg, and I said, we need to take him to the doctor. His leg's hurt. It's hurt. It should have spring it'll heal it. But he's hurting. I didn't know about the rib. But I knew about the leg because it was swell. I wanted to take it.
Maybe had a fucking
You just
broken
know,
leg.
You're always talking about, don't you. We're not taking him nowhere. They're telling you his leg ain't healed. Just hush. And then he started getting mad, and I just...
So
And he never went to the hospital for that ride.
For a leg?
Yes, ma'am.
She tried to take him, and Chris wouldn't let her.
I probably should have brought him to the hospital now I think about it, but
According to news reports, medical experts identified the break in the baby's leg as a bucket handle fracture, an injury known to pediatric physicians as a possible sign of intentional harm.
Oh, dude, that's so fucked up. I think that means that he literally like had to grab the leg and fucking like bend it or do something.
And the way it's described to us on how you obtain this type of fracture is either a child being shook and the foot dangling at a rapid rate, or the child being upside down and then grabbing the ankle and shaking him. Do you ever play with the boys and like maybe
Jesus.
flip them upside down, or
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay.
Toss them in the air.
Has any of them or either of the younger ones ever cried when you've done that?
Maybe a couple times, and then I stopped and asked them to come to them, yeah.
This is what he tried to, the leg,
Yeah,
and that's what he tried to cast his swollen leg with,
yeah.
and he did that himself with stuff that he bought.
Yeah,
Where did he get
literally,
that stuff
Lexi.
from?
This shit is
You
crazy.
guys tried to treat his leg yourself, right?
Man, start failure, but doesn't mean we killed their son.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Yeah,
'Cause He is
seriously.
not dead.
I feel like yes, 'cause I don't know nothing about what's going on.
But I've told you multiple times that he's not dead and that they're just giving him medical
Because I
assistance.
heard, what I thought I heard someone say yesterday to me was that they want to unplug his life support. So to me,
Who said that to you?
Nobody said that, you fucking crazy ass fuck. You
But while the
methed out
baby's
little
broken
fucking
leg
dick.
is of
Nobody
the
said
utmost
that shit.
concern to the investigators, it's far from the only injury they observed.
Garrett just called and goes, I don't know if he got pictures or not, but he's got bruising all over his head. I said, yeah. He goes, the way they described it is it looked like somebody grabbed him by the top of the head like a claw machine.
Look at the top of that head.
Oh,
See the top
Jesus.
of that head?
Probably throwing the baby around and shit.
Somebody's hitting that head. Those are not,
I know he flicks him and
Who flicks him?
Christopher.
He flicks him?
Yeah.
Like,
Stop. Stop crying.
no, how hard does he flick him?
Like, can I do it to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, or maybe not. I'm not as hard as a man.
Seems kind of cruel to do that to a baby.
Yeah.
something like this, like that, that'd get bruised on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you fuck. Yeah, I think flicking a fucking baby with your grown ass man hands, you fucking idiot. Yeah, it's gonna bruise the baby.
Yeah,
Fucking
especially if the child
dumbass.
that young.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard my son didn't know it.
You knew it, you fuck. Shut up.
Those potentially could be from that. They could potentially be from that.
I'd be in trouble for something like that now, probably.
The answers thus
Yeah.
far have raised many red flags, but the most important questions, the ones about how the baby wound up in critical condition, are still to come.
So you said that he fell. Where did he fall from?
Counter.
Christopher says that after Shelley went to lie down with the other boys, he prepared to give the baby a bath in the kitchen sink.
When I get up, I go in front, smoke by the window, go back to my scratch.
Yeah, literally, John. Literally. All that shit where he's saying like, oh, is the baby, he hasn't asked if the baby's okay. He's just assuming that the baby's fucking dead because he knows that he beat the fuck out of that kid. And he's just saying like, oh, am I going to be in trouble? Is that bad to flick the baby? I don't know.
Water can get cold and turn the paint on again. Go out there and I sit on the counter. Now the sink had stuff in it. You know, and I said one stuff to one side. And I can't show you because of the cough, but imagine my one hand by his belly. He said, I has his little legs hanging. I'm holding him. I got like this. And I'm cleaning out the sink, putting stuff over, you know. And I kicked the water. So I had a couple things I was going to rinse it off and throw it in. And he jerked. And I don't know why he jerked at the time. He jerked and slipped around. I went to grab him, and when I did, I went to swoop him. I mean, I couldn't catch him. He fell in my grip. I went to swoop down to get him. And then his head hit really hard on the side. That's all I know. His head hit his neck back. And
Which side do you think the head? Which side of his head do you
his
think?
left side, I'm pretty sure.
Left side.
I'm pretty sure, yes, ma'am. I mean, at that time, I don't remember it too well. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it is the same dude who was tweaking in the beginning. Yeah. It's just that either the meth wore off slightly since it's been a little bit of time, or he, realizes, I mean, he's already fucked now. Like, he knows, like, you're just fucked, dude. So it's all mental, like, tactics,
That.
No, he's not off of it. Meth lasts a long time. You can take one bump of meth and, like, you're fucked for, like, 12 hours. But, like, He's playing mental games. He's trying to act like a very calm, definitely not, beat my kid kind of dad.
For that, it all seems like my fault. I did absolutely nothing right.
Well, so
I yelled, Shelly, get up.
And that's why I was getting pissed at the beginning when he was fucking doing all this crazy shit. I hit my kid, man. You might as well just shoot me, man. Because I can tell that shit is fake as fuck, dude.
Sleeping now. Get up, please. Somebody hurt me.
I think from that point there. So I do think that there's a lot of truth.
No, man, I said, please help me. Then she started yelling at herself. I said, don't do that. She goes, I never went to sleep. I should never went to sleep. Why should I? Nothing happened. It's just an accident. Please. Go get help. That's all I have to do is go get help. Please, just go get help.
But Shelley says a couple of things aroused her suspicions when she woke up and saw what was happening.
Well, I wasn't there a towel up, but when I woke up and he said that to me, I dropped him and I was going to give him a bath. Why didn't you have the sink cleared?
Why wasn't there a towel?
What was in the sink after you gave the other two children a bath?
Well, I get
All right, let's take a look here. They got some dog food. They got, I think that's is that a bra, I think? Oh my God, dude. They got like old Tupperware, some formula, a bra, dish soap, fucking trash, dog food. Like, holy fuck. Look at all the trash and shit on the ground, dude. Oh my God. And what the fuck is this? What even is this? Is this a light?
in the back in the tub.
Okay.
I don't know what was all in the sink, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I think I always had something in it. You would have had to clear it out.
After the fall, Chris says he did everything he could to revive the baby.
This is the part that scares me the most. When I was doing CPR and I went to push, this is the goddamn truth. I plugged his nose, went to push, and air would not go back. His lungs would not come up. I swear to God. His lungs would not fill up. It felt like I hit him.
Yo, the best way to fucking rage bait me, dude, is just fucking lie. I hate when people lie. I can see right through it. Even like, I know this is an easy example because like we're watching this fucker get charged, but like I swear to God, my right hand to God. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I fucking hate it, dude.
No, I thought that's why he jerked. He's choking. I flipped him around. Tried to do the Heimlich maneuver. Nothing came out. Nothing came out. So I went to do CPR. And when I pushed a couple more, I said, I didn't get that. So man, I pushed a little harder. I'm not doing it hard enough. And as I kept pushing it, blood came out. Yellow stuff came out. I said, I just went out.
Christopher continues to describe how he went to extraordinary lengths to provide aid to the baby.
I know when I went to put him where he fell here, it was slippery because he had all this stuff coming out. I swear when I moved him over to the carpet area, we have a pair of stairs that come up. He fell on the stairs. I picked him up. I even put him upside down, tapped on him. I want to hear him cry. Please cry. Please. I kept
Have a good night, Jack.
Make the noise, cry. You know, like they do sounds sounds but in the movies, they slam them on their bottom or their feet, make a baby cry.
Yeah.
I tried, it didn't work. He didn't cry.
Christopher gave several demonstrations of his aggressive rescue efforts at Buc-ee's as well, drawing a certain amount of skepticism from the police on scene.
He may know something about CPR, and he's using the choking thing where you strike the baby on the back as an excuse for the abuse.
In her interview, Shelley backs up Christopher's version of events.
He has some pretty bad injuries, okay? Some injuries that would indicate to us that he was either slammed on the ground or shook. Okay? And
when I walked in there, we called the ambulance that night. When the guy that jumped up out of bed, he was moving and shaking all over the place. I can't tell you what side to side or what way, but
he was?
Yeah, with the baby. Breathe, just going crazy.
Well, where was he at?
All over the living room, right there where the living room is and kitchen. Please breathe, don't stop on me. And I ran out the door and called for help.
In a forensic interview, Shelley's older child said his baby brother was in the hospital because, quote, my daddy whooped him. When asked how the baby was whooped, he said that his father smacked him on the floor. Back in the interrogation room, the couple is asked again about the baby's other injuries,
Threw him on the
none
ground?
of which could have been caused by even the most violent CPR attempts.
So I understand that you're saying that he fell, and I'm not questioning that. There are marks on the bottom of his feet, on the heels of his feet, and it's not a common injury.
My
And
phone
we're trying to figure out where those came from.
Oh, is my phone going, bro?
Did you guys see them though? So you did know about them.
He got in a walker and scuffed his feet and toes, I know, about 3 weeks ago because he had a walker and he was trying to push.
So these
and
are
her toes started bleeding, I know.
the toes,
That's
but we're being told that he's got some markings back here on the feet.
On the heel.
Yeah.
It would be like if he tried to do that, he would immediately stop because it would hurt too much. The way you're explaining
I
it.
know it's toes.
So we're
In the
being,
toe.
we're being told that either one of two things: a laceration where somebody hit him with something, or a burn where somebody has burned him.
Shelley can't explain the foot injuries, but
How do-
Christopher is about to add
I don't even
another
understand.
suspect to the
I
list.
can't imagine
his
this.
2-year-old son.
I know a lot of it. Jealous of him. He will jump in his crib. He will hit him. I don't know. He has a scar right here where with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because he got him out of the crib. He'll hit the baby with lots of toys all the time. All the time. Every time we turn our back, he's in that playpen trying to take that bottle, and he bops them all the lines.
So these bruises on
What a fucking
hands. Do you see
dumb
him here?
fuck.
Yeah.
That's such bullshit.
So where would something like that come from? These are the bruises. You see him? It looks to me like somebody squeezed his hand.
Maybe when he was squeezing him and jerking him around that night.
No, these are different stages of healing. You see, this one is black and blue. This one is red. This one is really dark. This one is more green.
I've seen these on his head, but I've never seen them on his hands.
Okay, well, let's look at his arm. Look at that bruise.
It's not. He thinks it is because he's a fucking dumbass.
Long sleeve onesie?
Yeah, covered the feet
But like,
for a while.
there's burn marks on his feet. You can't just blame that on a kid. You know, oh, he's
But
my
the
little
excuses
pyromaniac.
are doing little to further the case for innocence, particularly since this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
We lost our other son. We was at my dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
And we woke up.
You lost your other son?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, exactly. They're talking so nonchalantly about like, oh, I guess I flicked him and he's bruised, but like whatever. Babies just shouldn't have fucking bruises. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Fuck.
According to a 2019 report from the Sheriff's Office in Brantley County, Georgia, EMTs arrived at the house of Daryl Brooks, Shelley's father, in response to a call about an infant not breathing. Shelley told police that she'd breastfed her newborn baby before falling asleep with the baby and Christopher in the bed next to her. Police note that the nearby crib was occupied by a machete and a baseball bat. Christopher woke up later to find the baby unresponsive and called 911. At the hospital, the doctor determined that the child had been injured while feeding, appearing to have suffocated on his mother's breast.
Ultimately, what happened?
Which that can
Like,
happen.
passed away.
They say, people say all the time, like, you should not sleep with your baby because you might think that you're not going to roll over and fucking kill your kid, but you will. And that's a really unfortunate thing that happens. So
Did they? What did they do for you guys? Did they say, hey, you know, this is where we're at? What happened? Did you have to make a choice to say?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
They told me it would be 30 minutes that he would be breathing for it. Let him go because there was no oxygen or whatever. Everything was gone or something like that.
So
basically, they told me it was it would be better to let him go. And then it took me a while to make that choice. When I did, he lasted for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Though Shelley's parents suspect that Christopher killed the baby in 2019, neither he nor Shelley faced any charges, and it was ruled a case of sudden infant death syndrome, according to Shelley. While the
Sudden
detectives can't
infant
dismiss
death
that piece
syndrome.
of dark history, everyone's primary concern is with the baby currently in the hospital.
What's going on with my baby?
Well,
Honestly, what is really happening with my baby?
like we said, he has the fractures, the healing fractures. He is being assisted with medical assist where they have him helping him breathe, making sure
Is
that
there a
he.
chance that he can pull through?
I don't know. They didn't tell us that. He's not in the best condition. I'll tell you that. He could be in a better condition.
Could he make it out? Could he be able to live this earth with us?
I'm not a doctor.
Well, he ain't gonna
so
live
I
with
can't tell
y'all,
you
that's
that.
for sure.
I don't
Even if
know
he
that
does survive,
answer.
he ain't living
The
with y'all.
detective makes it clear, though, that Shelley will have to separate herself from Christopher.
Coming to an end, separating from him, this is going to be the hardest thing you ever do.
I know it's been really hard. I wanted to do it so bad before now. Even last time I said I'm not going back. Is that all right back?
You got to just be strong for yourself. And when you're not strong enough for yourself, be strong for your kids, okay?
And Christopher, meanwhile, prepares for the worst.
If he was to die, it's going to hurt twice. I lose my son. I lose my freedom.
Sadly, on February 4th, 2022, 8-month-old Cody Palmer is pronounced dead at the hospital at 4:46 a.m., 5 days after the incident in the RV.
Damn, the
The
baby
coroner
dies.
rules his death to be caused by a traumatic brain injury. The tragic outcome is undoubtedly the last result anyone wanted, including the officers who responded that first night, who were already struggling with the horrors they'd seen.
I know you got small kids. Are you okay with this?
I mean, I won't lie. Like, I teared up a second. Like, it hurts, man.
I know. Me too.
So.
Me too. You know, Turner's got a baby at the house, man. We're gonna talk. All of us are gonna talk.
Yes, sir.
All of us are gonna talk. But yeah, this is why we do what we do right here. Evil exists, and our job is to make sure we get it under control. And so, you know, we can't do anything to stop what's happened to baby boy, but we can stop what's happening to everybody else involved.
According to news reports, the couple's
Damn,
older
that's a good
two
cop,
children
man.
were placed
That's a
in
good
foster
cop.
care.
The sad thing is knowing the foster care system. Who even knows if those kids or baby will have a better life? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I want to have hope that like they'll have something better than like this shithole and like the situation they're in. But yeah, you never know. I don't know.
Where they remain together.
I've been around kids my whole life.
Yeah, they were.
Kids, I've always loved them.
Yeah, seriously, bro. The cops were those are some good cops. They kept like a very level head.
We think
Yeah,
that
absolutely,
we know
Karen.
that you love your babies and
That's what I was saying, bro.
the
I would be
hardest
livid
part
if I was
is
a cop
the-
doing
the-
this case. I would not. I would be.
the fear that you had in this domestic situation prevented you from doing what mothers need to do, and that is protect our babies, right?
It did, but it don't have to be hurried if I would have went back. I went to shelter. I've never did that. I put me and them kids through a lot to
Damn.
have at home, even though it wasn't denied. And I gave it all up to go back.
Well, you know what? Let's look forward from here. What can we do to help you? What can we do that's best for all of the children?
Even my family said on that phone, I told you not to go back. I told you.
On the night of Shelley's arrest, Detective Richards echoed the sentiment without mincing words.
Do or die.
Yeah.
You either save your kids or die trying.
Exactly.
So, you know, it is what it is.
Shelley Rooks was booked on first-degree cruelty to children, felony aggravated assault, and second-degree murder. According to news reports, however, she was deemed incompetent to stand trial and is unlikely to face prosecution in Cody's death.
I've
Use
never seen
drugs.
nobody as violent as Chris.
You've never?
Never. I've always had good people around me better than I mean, my daddy got
I mean, I
angry.
think it's fair that she doesn't have any like charges and shit. Cause like, yeah, like a regular mom should be obviously not standing for this shit, and then you go to the police and like take care of that shit. But like, she's got a mental disability, so I get that. I think the best situation though, the best option from here is just separate the kids from her though. Because if she's not fit to stand trial, she's definitely not fit to have kids.
So,
That's
like
obviously
this.
apparent.
This,
but-
this was a monster.
You know, it takes a village, but it takes a good village.
You guys were strong enough to go through it once. I believe that when God doesn't give you more than what you can handle, right?
There twice. And be imprisoned.
Christopher Palmer was booked on first-degree cruelty to children, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a convicted
Yeah, she's always
felon,
on there.
felony murder, and
Yeah,
malice
yeah,
murder.
100%.
According to news accounts, the jury
And he knew it
deliberated for
too.
only
He
an hour and a
100% knew that
half
she
before
wasn't all there, and
convicting
that's
him in
probably why
November
he found her
2024 of
and
those
stuck with her,
charges,
because he knew he
in
could like
addition to malice
fuck her
murder.
up.
Reports say he was sentenced to life in prison plus 10 years, with no possibility of parole.
Good.
If you'd
Rotten
like to see
fucking
select
prison.
new videos or
Rotten prison, you piece of shit. Have fun dying there. And man, they don't fucking like people who mess with kids in prison. So I hope he has a awful time in prison. Piece of shit. Alrighty though. That's that was a W video. I'll give that one a like as well. Thank you guys for watching. I need to actually edit these videos and get them into video format, bro. I just keep streaming, but I have to actually like get that shit going. But thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye, bye.